Right. Take two. San Diego Comic Con is 2 days away. I've been getting some grief as to my countdown, and why have I been so confusing? Why is it saying 2 days to go when Comic Con starts tomorrow? Surely. Well, there is a reason. Of course, tomorrow is preview night. Now, one or two people have also been saying, well, what is preview night? What is all that about? For those who have not done San Diego Comic Con before, preview night is basically the soft open. It's where everything has been hammered together over the last couple of days, or today and Monday. And tomorrow will be the day that the doors open and all the boxes are put away and everything's kind of tidied up, and it is the soft open for the show. Don't forget, you're only open technically for a couple of hours between 4:30, 5 through till 6:30, 7 o'clock, if that. It is very much a soft open. It's not the full thing. We don't get something that we would usually get at preview night, which is previews of upcoming TV shows. That kind of got knocked on the head just prior to COVID, which is a shame, considering that it was something that really allowed people to see some new product from the likes of WB and Fox, of all people, which means, I have not done that many preview night screenings myself. There's no panel, there's no presentation, there's no staff member, there's no cast that goes up on stage. It is almost just like someone just bangs in a DVD or Blu-ray, when they were doing the DVD of the upcoming shows. And I got to see the first episode of The Flash, which gives you an idea of how long ago it was when I last went into preview night, the screenings upstairs. We got Toby saying much better. Thank you so much indeed. This is take two. Tried this to give this a go. Inject is a great way to spend part of preview night if you did not like crowds on the floor. They're pushing us all downstairs now. Yeah, it's true. It was a great way to just kind of like, you did preview night, you went downstairs, you had a look round, you got a little bit battered and bumped and bruised as everyone was battling their way through to exclusives, because of course this is before the exclusives portal, which meant it was a great way to then just disappear upstairs. Not everyone was kind of doing the preview night screenings, so lots of empty spaces, and you could just kind of like sit down and chill the hell out. It was rather good. Andrew Dixon, he has got preview night. He's just going to wander around. There are gaming events, though. This is true. Aaron, hello, Aaron. Hello for San Diego again. Yes, I do need to dial up at some point the weather, because I wanted to do that this week, throughout the course of this week, and indeed the shows coming up. We want to keep an eye on exactly how the weather is going to be shaping up for San Diego Comic Con. We do have a 10-day, shall we bring that up? Yeah, 10-day forecast courtesy of weather.com. But at the moment, like I say, 10 a.m. Pacific, it's what, 27? So coming up to half the hour, you're looking at 74 degrees with a 3% chance of the old showers and humidity. Here we go. So I'll go to this. With sunrise been and gone, of course. But you're looking at AM clouds, PM sun. And then throughout the course of this week, mostly sunny tomorrow. On Thursday, sorry. And then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 75, 74, and 76. Partly cloudy with a nice warm Monday and Tuesday to kind of wrap up everyone's week, unless everyone's buggered off. Yeah, that's the general plan of things. Today, though, as of 10:15 in the morning, 74 degrees with a slight chance of maybe some showers, humidity of 63. In other words, if you are in town, safe to say, things are going to be rather mild but balmy for you. So there you go. weather is nice. Thursday is the only warm day, which is, well, you got Wednesday, Thursday hitting 76, Sunday hitting 76 as well. Was downtown in the evening a couple of days ago, roaming about. It was darn chilly. And Andrew Dickinson saying, can't be as bad as Philadelphia. That's been incredibly warm and horribly humid. Got Dan checked. Yellow, yeah, they count heavy fog as rain lately. California really stretching the definition of rain. Fair enough. And I miss you, Leonard. I miss you guys too. It's going to be a difficult one, is this? As of tomorrow, I move into LA time. So I'll be having nice long lies in and very late nights because I'll be keeping a track on what's happening around town, especially when it comes to the activations and what people can see and what people can get up to. Of course, around San Diego. I mean, I was kind of doing this via Caroline. She was so like on my phone while I was driving. We've just done a sort of 6-hour drive back from Cardiff, so I'm still kind of like in the road and a bit tired, but I wanted to check in because, like I say, 2 days to go. So day one proper is on Thursday, and that's the reason why it is 2 days to San Diego Comic-Con. It is a shame that we weren't able to do the screenings. We'd love to have them back. I mean, at the end of the day, it's down to what the studios can present to San Diego and what WB is doing at the moment, which I couldn't actually tell you what WB shows are currently running and what's currently relevant. But yeah, it is all about seeing who is coming into town. The amount of articles that I've seen over the course of the last couple of days while I've been sort of like scrolling and catching up, because it has been non-stop. Artists, exhibitors, illustrators, gamers, basically turning around saying, here's my schedule. Interesting graphic knocked up in Photoshop really quickly with a little bit of a map to show where people are. But yeah, it is a case of people are just kind of wandering around and checking out what San Diego has yet to offer. And to be honest, it's all about artist updates at the moment. But the things that I've been kind of following, what Caroline's been sharing, is those things which aren't the updates. And we'll get into one or two which have caught my eye. But it is stuff like this which has really kind of wound me up. I'm not going to lie, because I feel that these kind of things speak volumes about let's get rid of that. I'll fix it next time. Have been winding me up about updates coming from shows ahead of San Diego Comic-Con, because at the end of the day, isn't that what San Diego Comic-Con's for? Is to give a spotlight onto pop culture and what's coming down the line. It's not what you then drop online 2 days before. You know, it's a case of just waiting. Vampire Lestat, of course, is currently plastered over the course of a couple of the buildings around San Diego. So, yeah, the billboards and the wraps are doing the business. Something else which I'll get into in a second, considering that one of the things that drove the live stream down on the first attempt was the San Diego Union Tribune. So thank you very much indeed. Highly problematic paper. Yes, I'm more than aware of the San Diego Union Tribune's stance on a number of controversial topics, but we'll get into this. So let's have a look at this. Oh, well, that's a very good question. We'll get into that one. So let's just treating it kind of like Sideshow. They realize they don't need Comic-Con to generate the hype. They just do their own thing at the same time, and people will still love it and retweet it. Well, yeah, that's, to be fair, that's what we're doing. Andrew Dickinson, fine by me. They release all the info, less people wanting to get into Hall H. Well, considering that I think the line that everyone's mostly going to try and get into this year is George Lucas. It's very difficult to say that is something that everyone's kind of like going to get more information about, because there's not that much going to be happening, to be honest. But so the likes of Interview with the Vampire, Talamasca, and Daryl Dixon shared today on the likes of Variety and TV Insider, and then IGN, and a whole bunch of other sites as well, getting their look at the first trailer of Ellie Fanning's effort of Predator Badlands, which is coming to theaters November 7th. This is something which I feel could have just waited a couple of days, and it's just been so frustrating to see that is what is the new studio norm. We're going to have this panel. We've got people who are going to talk about Predator Badlands, and next thing you know, 2 days before the con starts, they are going to be posting that up online. Can I just say, the San Diego Union Tribune is truly awful. And apparently I've reached my article limit. I barely go to the San Diego Union Tribune, and it's just terrible. What an awful sight. But there we go. Andrew Dickinson, there's a museum on what the museum will look like. We've seen the article on what the museum will look like. It showed that concept art for quite some time. But then it's a case of what will the museum actually hold? Because there's nobody that's actually mentioned. I mean, there's, by all accounts, a large chunk of George Lucas's personal library is going to be on display at the museum. But is that just Star Wars stuff? Because I can imagine people will be interested. But there's other stuff he's done. He is also a collector himself, so he may have some David Lean or other famous filmmakers that he has collected over the years. I don't think it's going to be purely Star Wars stuff, if anything, because, of course, the Lucasfilm collection, they want to keep all that for themselves for their own displays. George Lucas's library, I suspect it's going to be a lot of George Lucas's personal collection. So there we go. Dying check. It's ironic they demand you to read their news stories but won't pay their own bills to the landlord. Yeah, you see, this is the thing. San Diego Union Tribune, truly, that it's just an awful rag. So there we go. But the headlines is illegal Comic-Con building are back in San Diego. Last year's fines of 22.5 this bloody thing, $22.5 thousand dollars was not big enough to dissuade downtown San Diego hotel operators for putting up more in 2025. All of those wraps, by all accounts, are illegal, is what the Union Tribune is going on about, and I am sick and tired of having to look at that, because it's just throwing this thing that wants me to buy a subscription, and I'm not remotely interested. Into the Blue Mister, George Lucas used Dave Stevens to raid his storyboard, so I can imagine he has some gems, original artwork. Nah, you say that. That is not entirely true, or should I say, he did use Dave Stevens for raided storyboards, but that is not where the storyboards are. The storyboards are currently in the San Diego Museum, or they were the last time I checked, because I had got shown them. There was also the original pages of the first 3 issues of Rocketeer, which, I'm not going to lie, I was upstairs at the museum, and to see the original Dave Stevens artwork, I teared up. It was very much a religious experience. I was very much thrown by that. It surprised me how much I was thrown by that. Alita Road, love you, Leonard. Love you too, Alita. Thank you very much indeed for joining us today. Controversy sells sadly. Instead of promoting the good, promote the crap, so that keeps the bitching can continue. Well, yeah, I mean, I get it. I understand that's what they're doing, but frankly, it's just not worth the effort, is it? I mean, I'd love to copy this into Pocket, which I don't think Pocket is still running as an app. Pocket was my go-to app. You just took the URL and you saved it. Let me add this and let's just see what happens, because I'll be curious to see if it still works, considering that Pocket, like I say, stopped or will be stopping to work, and really could do with a new replacement app for Pocket. And there we go. So other things that have been kind of caught my attention when it came to San Diego, especially when it comes to the things that are currently getting set up around town. Let me kind of bring this up a little bit. The rather cool Alien Earth, not quite done. The Ranger ship has become one of those Comic Con associations is each year. Joining in the sale, or joining in on the sale, was a real treat, which is, you know, particularly cool for the parks and cons. You can certainly get to see the Alien Earth poster, but they were on the ship sailing in. Okay, your browser has lost connection to your screen share audio. But, I don't think that's the audio on that phone. There we go. Andrew Dixon, time to get into a metal tube for a few hours. Yeah, he's flying in from Philadelphia and San Diego. So I'll leave you to it. So you will go enjoy your flight to town. There we go. So there you go. Parks and Cons. Give us a little bit of video. A bit more video updates as well. What else? We've got David Mack is signing his Newscat art book. Is Ali on table HH07. Original artwork is going to be available at kirbyscomicartshop.com. Marvel art of David Mack book at table, and original art from Devil Born Again at his San Diego Comic-Con table. That is going to be a hell of a place to go and head to if you like the look of your original art. It is David Mack going to be at his table, so that's rather cool. If you are interested, two things. Number one, if you're interested in sharing as much information as you possibly can about San Diego Comic-Con and you want me to kind of spread the word, please do use my social, Englishman SDCC. Either DM it or send it to me via Messenger on Facebook. By all means, I will take any and all. You can send to leonard@theconventioncollective.com, and I will spread the word about things that you have seen, pictures, videos, whatever you want to send and share. I'll be glued to the Comic-Con feeds on various platforms. So yeah, I'm going to do what I can to cover all the information, but I do want to spread as much as I can on two sets of shows, which I'm going to be doing over the course of the convention week. Tomorrow, because it is preview night and there isn't a great deal really to talk about just yet, it's more about the final wraps. It's the final preparation for the convention. I am going to be live at midday Pacific, so hours before the actual doors open, around 4:30, 5 o'clock. But giving you an idea, if you are out of town or if you're just maybe on the other side of San Diego and you want to see what's going on in downtown, perhaps. Yeah, basically, I'll be keeping my eyes open on any kind of last-minute things that are happening around San Diego and sharing them on the conventioncollective.com and also the Convention Collective on the socials on Blue Sky and on Threads. So that's tomorrow. However, if you're somebody that wants to get into comic journalism or comics press and you want to get paid to do it, Heidi McDonald of the Comics Beat, which is a known site, apparently has a last-minute open press pass for San Diego Comic-Con, which means if you know somebody that wanted to go or wants to go to San Diego, is within spitting distance and wants a badge, admittedly, they then will have to do a bit of press work. I do like the super last minute, but if anyone wants to join us to cover the show, we have an opening. There is a tiny bit of pay. There is no pay in comics journalism. So best of luck with trying to find somebody. But no, that would be a rather a cool way to get into the way of comics journalism, or maybe you can just get into a couple of press rooms. Heidi McDonald is giving you that option. Do head to Comics Ace, or Comics with an X, COMIX ACE at bluesky.social. I'm sure that Heidi would hit you up. Yeah, is there now? You say there's no money in comics journalism. There's no money in comics, by all accounts, unless of course you're a publisher and you're high up. But there we go. So I bet I will send photos of the line when I get there at 7 a.m. Please do. Is that tomorrow? Okay. Yeah, please. No, yeah, I'm going to be keeping an eye on the lines, and I'm going to be sharing that on the Convention Collective. So I'm basically moving into Pacific time as of tomorrow. So we do the midday show tomorrow on Wednesday, sorry. And then on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, doing 2 shows. We'll be doing one at 9:30 every morning. Relatively easy for me to do here in the UK. That's I can handle that. 9:30 in the morning, 20 minutes or so, just giving you an update of things that are happening on the floor, any cancellations, what's happening with the lines, and just generally the news and updates for the day. And then at midday, at 12 o'clock, just going to do a very quick show. Again, 20 minutes, stuff that's been announced throughout the course of the day, things that you can look forward to in the afternoon, and what you can enjoy in San Diego during the day. So, 9:30, show number 1. Midday, show number 2. I appreciate that you may not be able to watch us because you are going to be busy, or you're going to be inside the convention center where there's no internet at all. But spread the word. Let's let more people know about it. And yes, you can join us. Not that it's been super accurate, but the CCI app has updated and now this comes uploaded. It did actually update, not yesterday, but the day before. It did have some gaps in the information, though, but apparently now it's completely updated, including a couple of cancellations, which I'm going to be diving into. Wi-Fi just got updated in the convention center. Yes, the Wi-Fi has just got updated by the convention center. I know the company that updated it, and I know what they did, including the towers, the Wi-Fi blocks. They've kind of used a system which I am familiar with because it's the same kind of system that we had actually in the warehouse, which I was working for M&S, because you needed to have that strong Wi-Fi down all of the aisles. You needed a real close quarters Wi-Fi covering an entire large section, which also then kind of bounced between individual transmission towers, but then all synchronized. So then it felt seamless if you moved from A to B. Yes, they have updated their Wi-Fi. It's not confirmed whether CCI have paid for it, which means the signal's great and the Wi-Fi is fantastic. It's whether you're going to get the chance to use it, because it's bloody expensive. It always was bloody expensive. It's still bloody expensive to get Wi-Fi on the actual convention floor. Cost a shit ton of money per booth. It's 4 figures and the rest. It's ridiculous, and that's per day. It's nonsense. So yeah, messaging networks are nice when they worked. They worked for us, and indeed into the rumors to M&S, Marks and Spencer's, certain high street chain, historic high street chain in the UK. I used to work at the National Distribution Centre for Marks and Spencer's, sending out stock to the rest of the country. But no, that could be interesting if you are interested. Last minute open press pass for San Diego Comic Con. Perhaps you know somebody that wanted to attend and can do by putting a little bit of legwork in for the comic beat. Could be interesting. Be interesting. Again, then this I think that's all the things that I want to quickly talk about on today's show. Considering that the Comic-Con feed, it's mostly stuff like people kind of getting themselves ready, artists, illustrators, the likes of exhibitors explaining who's going to be on their booth, that kind of thing. I am going to be kind of resharing and looking into the Comic-Con updates. So, for example, Raina Telgemeier. Okay, this is not exactly newish, but at least she's finally got some graphics up for this. But if you do want to see a fantastic illustrator and storyteller and cartoonist, Raina Telgemeier, it's going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. She's got herself a couple of panels. 20 years, Kids Comics Room 9, signing AO4, so she's going to be upstairs. No, Artist Alley, sorry. And then she's also going to be signing AO2. That's going to be on Sunday. So Friday and Sunday is when you're going to be able to catch Raina Telgemeier. Like I say, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be going through and spreading the word. Things like this. And you can find out, of course, all of this. At the moment, it's on Englishman in San Diego. I will be starting to share as of tomorrow morning. It's going to be on the Convention Collective. I'm not going to be shutting down the Englishman in San Diego, but all of the updates I'm now going to be moving over to the Convention Collective, of course, which if I go to here and go, oh, no, it needs adding on. Never mind, I'll do that tomorrow. Right, the other thing as well, the Parks and Cons, always good for photo updates. Yes, the Corn in the Clownfield. Clown in the Cornfield, so the experience is finally all set up at the Hilton Bayfront, or Hilton Gaslamp, sorry, directly opposite the convention center. So, yeah, that's upstairs and giving you a chance to experience this film ahead of a screening which is going to be happening in the actual convention center. So there we go. So this, anyone know if Symbiote is still looking for help at con in exchange for badges? I would have to have a look, but as far as I was aware, they're done with that now. They found some bodies, so I don't think Symbiote is going to be looking. But there we go. Right, but I wanted to jump on and say hi and give you an update of what's going to be happening over the course of the next 3-4 days. Once again, then that update tomorrow for preview night. It's going to be another kind of impromptu show. We're going to do that at midday. Good 3-4 hours and the rest before the doors open for preview night on the floor. Hopefully trying to get ourselves as many photos of what the booths are looking like and what the actual exhibition floor is looking like and where the bottlenecks are going to be and where you're going to be kind of finding yourself a little bit stretched and where you can really kind of have a bit of a breather and have a look around. Give you all those updates tomorrow on the midday show Pacific on preview night, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, breakfast with an Englishman in San Diego and lunchtime with an Englishman in San Diego. 9:30 in the morning and then midday Pacific, giving you those updates of what's coming up and also what's actually happening at the show. And again, what we are going to do is keep a close eye on line feeds. If you've got any updates yourself, if you're boots on the ground, let me know. Englishman SDCC, and we'll spread the word and let everybody know what the lines are doing. Let us know if people are lining up already for George Lucas. It's possible. It's possible the tents are out there, and I'm sure somebody's lining up for something. I want to know when that line is going to start for Sunday. 11 o'clock in Hall H, the only panel of the day. George Lucas, Guillermo del Toro, and guests are going to be basically joining a session to talk about the Lucas Museum for Cultural Arts, which is opening in LA. Yeah, I'd like to know when that particular line is going to start, because I can imagine that could be a bit of a surprise and form sooner rather than later. So there we go. Right. Thank you so much indeed for joining us. Like I say, it was just a quick update just to jump on and say hi to everybody and let everyone know what's going on. Back again tomorrow. Once again, if you are going to be following my feed and following what I'm going to be, the news that I'm going to be putting out, an Englishman in San Diego, Englishman SDCC, not going to get shuttered, but I'm not going to be posting as much there. Okay, you are going to be able to find what I'm going to be doing, certainly throughout the course of San Diego Comic-Con, at the Convention Collective and the Con Collective on Threads and Blue Sky. And that's me. Okay. Do take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you're in San Diego, spread the word. Send me pictures. Let me know what's going on. I'd love to have some hardcore FOMO from you guys. Please do let me know how the city's looking, how the wraps are finally coming together. And yeah, spread the word so I can spread it out and get everybody excited in San Diego Comic-Con mode for this year. From me to you, thank you very much indeed for your company, and back again tomorrow as we bring you day 0. We'll go day 0. I like that term. Day 0 of San Diego Comic-Con preview night, midday. Okay, so that is going to be midday Pacific. Hopefully you can join us for that as we give you an idea of what's happening on the ground at San Diego. Take care. We'll see you soon. We'll see you. Take care.